Alright guys, really quick, I was just going through some wiring to see what I had for install I was doing, and I just grabbed a couple. I got two OFCs here, two CCA here, and I just wanted to show you really quick the difference between all this stuff. Like, one is not the same, and I apologize because my camera skills are terrible, but hopefully that is focused. From left to right, that's New Concepts OFC 4 gauge. This is all 4 gauge wire. The next one is SCAR OFC 4 gauge. You have to be able to see the difference in this wire gauge. Like, so much more with the New Concepts versus the SCAR. Next is, that's recoil 4 gauge CCA wire. I'm not sure what it's called or the part number. It comes in their amp kits. And then the next one next to it is it's like sound box or your mom's box or something like that. Just CCA off Amazon. You can see the recoil is bigger than the sound box. The New Concepts is considerably larger than the SCAR. And not saying that any of this is bad, but you just need to know your application and know when somebody just says this is the wire gauge, that's what it is and it's legit and that's good. Everything has their application. Know what you're doing. Obviously, CCA technically should always be larger than OFC because you're trying to pull the same amount of current through it on wire that is not as highly conductive. Aluminum's fine, it's not the same as copper, so you need more CCA than you would copper, but you can see the difference between these. Like, it's considerable, and there's probably other wire that's better and other wire that's worse. This just had 4 of them that I grabbed that was sitting here in my box of wire. But anyways, I always use OFC in my own builds. I'll use OFC or CCA in other people's installs, depending on what their budget fits. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with CCA. I can tell you under the hood, at least in the Midwest here, you're going to see a lot more corrosion and oxidation, and the wire tends to fall apart over time. Copper will also, but not nearly as quickly as the CCA does. So, do your research, buy what you need. Don't buy it just because it has a fancy name, like everybody knows SCAR. Like, this wire's fine, but the New Concepts doesn't cost any more, and it's obviously a better quality wire. So anyways, that's that on that, and hope you guys have a good night.